What's good, guys? I'm sorry. Alright, valid. I didn't like how my bed looked, so I just had to adjust it. I'm low-key gonna start with my TOP today. What's the team? Dimer. Did I already organize my team? I did not prepare. Okay. Let's see if I can do what I can do. So many characters I just don't have. I'm so pissed. Yo, what's good, bro? Endo, what's good? People really thought it was urine. Crazy, man. Gotta think. How's Modern Warfare 3 so far? The cinematics have been upscaled significantly. It's so noticeable. It's amazing. Like missions that were like the best missions in Modern Warfare 2, they're using those mechanics in like beginner missions just for the sake of it, and it's pretty fun because of that. Honestly. Arrange a funeral and burial for Vegeta and Mini Freaku. I think Vegeta will be fine, honestly. Like, no BS. You have to remember, Bardock doesn't have buff cancellation. He slipped us one time, he pissed. I watch Invincible. Yeah, doesn't Invincible come out tomorrow? I'm looking forward to watching that. Actually. Let's get this TOP done. One second. That should help. Something wrong with YouTube, I guess. Sorry, I'm not reading chat. Just because I was hyper focused on TOP, but it doesn't require this much focus, so I'm gonna start reading chat now. I apologize. Okay. Switch Mini Vegeta, he gives less TOP points. For like Tamagami or something. I wouldn't make a Noob to Pro series because the game changes far too often. So I could make a Noob to Pro series and in a week it could be irrelevant, or it could last for a year. Obviously the guide could be vague, but if the game is completely unrecognizable because of a user interface overhaul that they do like every year, it's felt like anyways, or every 2 years, the guide kind of becomes void as well. So yeah. I would do like a Noob to Pro PvP guide, because PvP has been quite linear, right? But a whole, like, for the whole game, like, as in, so you can be good at Dragon Ball Legends in general. I don't see myself doing that. It's a lot of effort. Zach, that's a good decision to wait and see how his gauge operates before you summon. That's smart, bro. I want to say hopefully it does last a long time, but I don't know if I want it to last a long time, because we're gonna have to fight that. Yeah, I talk about Bardock in a lot more detail in my Should You Summon. Like, I talked about him in a lot of detail, explaining the pros and cons and things that we don't know. So, like, there's obviously things I can say, things I can't say. Things I can make assumptions on, but you shouldn't make assumptions regarding your CC. You're gonna have to see. 10 timer counts is valid. I disagree. It shouldn't be more than 7. 7 is even a lot. 7 is a lot, man. You gotta think about it, yeah. Sometimes your arts cards be sealed for 3 time accounts. Do you know how long that feels? I can't use my strike cards for 3 time accounts. And this guy could potentially have his indestructible for 10 time accounts. That's not happening. That shouldn't happen. What the hell are these TOP? Bro, the TOP is difficult, man, when you don't have the loose units. What's the best debate? What's had the biggest effect on humans? Like example, Sonic versus Eggman or Mario versus. The biggest effect on humans. If we're talking fiction, that's one thing. If we're talking about humanity in general, that's another thing. If we're talking humanity in general, I know what the answer is for the biggest debate. But like fiction, I'm gonna have to think about it. Nah, good versus evil doesn't ever conclude, because it's more like just very 2 opposing forces. I'm thinking more like, I think the #1 debate, because it transcends all of us, and eventually the one thing that is guaranteed is that we will all die. If you are born, you will eventually die. So it's probably what happens after you die, or anything regarding religion, because it touches the subject of there being a creator in some aspect, would probably be the largest debate for humanity. And the debate is infinite because we won't know until your time. You can bring up all the logical points you want, or you can just run blindly with faith, which is what religions are based off of. But you won't know until your time. If we're talking like fiction, then Tamagami dead. I don't know. Fiction's very broad. There's a lot of things, and it depends on what type of niche of fiction that you dive into. Does friendship X still affect TOP? Yeah. I don't know. I don't know what to choose for like the biggest debate ever in terms of fiction. I just know for sure it's not an anime debate. If we're generalizing fiction, it's not an anime debate for certain. As much as you want it to be, definitely not. I might die here. Goku and Vegeta doesn't even touch something like Superman versus Flash in terms of speed. I'd even say Sonic versus Mario is bigger than Goku versus Vegeta by a landslide. What's the gacha games you're playing? Only Legends. Thank you for the donation, by the way, Yunzao. I only play Legends. I used to play Genshin Impact. I have Genshin Impact. I played it when it came out. I took a break, then I hopped back on it, but I hopped back off it because the gameplay is it's just gradually gotten worse. Kevin, just because you put a bunch of laughing emojis don't make you right, bro. I'm telling you. And you're comparing like something that's been around in multiple different media and compared to and referenced over and over again versus anime that's only become popular in the Western world in the last 20 years. You know, it's pretty clear that it's not an anime debate. And you only think like that because it's what you see. You gotta think older than you are. I did this so I can just do my auto and hope that the computer does worse than me. Or if it does better, it doesn't really change anything. King Kong versus Godzilla. No, I wouldn't put that as number one. Even the Superman versus Goku debate has only really hit peaks like post 2010. There's been debates for stuff before that, and that still transcend that. I'm just trying to think. Tom and Jerry is not a debate. They're just cat and mouse. I feel like there's something obvious that I'm missing. Like right there. I'm just missing it. For a debate, not a fight. A debate for like something in fiction. The best superhero is 100% a debate for the ages that transcends the past 20, 30, even 40 years. Just the best superhero. Some people like Batman, some people go Superman. Spider-Man's very popular as well. That's definitely the largest debate. Because people have vastly different answers and they can justify their reasoning. If you asked me, I'm taking Batman. Velocity, why are you surprised I'd take Batman? I think I think everybody in the chat can agree the conversation of who's the best superhero clears any anime debate that you could have. As in, like, it's a larger conversation that's been going on for longer. It's a more popular conversation. People understand it in general terms. You'll run into people that don't know Goku before Batman, Superman, or Spider-Man, in my opinion. Not even my opinion, just objectively. I've met so many people that don't know who Goku is, and I'm surprised every time. But, like, it's not to say he's not popular, obviously, because he obviously is. You know, it's just that the medium hasn't been around as long as those three. So yeah, the best superhero debate. The best superhero debate is like is the one debate in fiction that I think is above all. Someone asked me, what debate do you think is the biggest in fiction, basically? And I said it's not an anime debate, as contrary to whatever you see on the internet. You could ask your 60-plus-year-old grandpa who's the best superhero, and he will give you an answer between Batman, Superman, or Spider-Man. Batman is more of a role model in your opinion. Batman is the least role model next to Spider-Man and Superman. That's a horrible opinion on Batman. He's the worst role model in comparison to all three. The point isn't to give the point of the thing I was talking about wasn't to give an answer for who's the best superhero, but the conversation of who's the best superhero is the most popular debate in fiction. That's what I think, because I was answering a question. They're all inspirational, but the concept of anybody could be Spider-Man clears Batman's whole thing as a role model. They can all be role models, yes, but the whole thing of anyone can put on the mask, you know, the guy that just happened to get bit, the idea that you could have been Spider-Man, I could have been Spider-Man, is so clear of a role model idea than Batman. And if you're arguing against that, there's something wrong with you, in my opinion. I recently watched Miles Morales, and Miles Morales as a concept of anybody could be Spider-Man clears anything you could say in regards to Batman as a role model. Anything you say about Batman, Spider-Man also does, by the way. Batman will to keep fighting as a human makes me keep going in life. Spider-Man does that too, by default. So yeah. I'm not trying to say you can't be inspired by Batman, but to say that his idea of a role model for the average person, it's not more than Spider-Man. It's just not. Out of all three of them, Spider-Man is the most relatable in the idea of being an inspiration / role model. And that makes it more close to home in something that you could imitate. Spider-Man has powers. Yeah, and Batman's a flipping billion trillionaire. It's not really a good argument you're making. You don't need to like be able to be that person to be inspired by them. Like I'm saying, they're both inspirational, but any point you make about Batman, Spider-Man also embodies it. But the difference is, you can't just be Batman. But in terms of Spider-Man, if you just happened to get bit by that spider, you would have been him. But the odds of you being a billionaire to even produce a percentage of what Batman does, and then to even physically put yourself to that limits, it's not happening. So it's more about a concept of just being a good person, you know. Absolute Batman's a normal guy, he's not rich, he's a hero. Okay, so let's have the argument. Is there more variations of Batman that are relatable to the average person, or more variations of Spider-Man? And if you say Batman, you're trolling me. You're rage baiting. You're nitpicking one specific Batman for your case when there's many variations of both of them. So clearly Spider-Man wins this debate. Like, it's actually a no diff. And I've even spoke about Superman. But I don't have him as #1 most relatable, inspirational. You mean comics have a long history? Answer my question. Would you say there are more variations of Batman or Spider-Man that are relatable and inspirational to the average person? Which one has more relatable versions? And I genuinely think if you pick Batman for that question, I just have to agree to disagree with you. Because there's no way you can actually believe that. I don't think you can genuinely believe that and have broad knowledge of Spider-Man. If you're gonna nitpick one specific Batman, I guess fair, isn't it? Like, I'm not gonna say anything. But realistically, you know the answer, bro. Now, back to what I said before. If you ask me who's the best superhero, I would choose Batman. But I don't think he's relatable. I don't think he's inspirational as much as Spider-Man. And maybe even Superman. I say Batman's the best superhero only because he's more willing to put himself at jeopardy than the other two when it comes to getting something done. For example, the idea that he doesn't do relationships because he knows his enemies will come after him, because his job overall, for what he's chosen to do, is to protect the city. Spider-Man and Batman, they are still like human level people. They would choose to have relationships, and that puts those people in relationships in danger because them themselves have enemies. Batman would always avoid that in like 9 times out of 10. And that alone is an example of the extent of humanity he would take away from himself to become a superhero and protect the city. That's why I choose Batman as the best superhero. I think that's a good argument, especially against the likes of Spider-Man and Superman. I don't think he's the strongest. He might not always get the job done the best, but he will do his best, and he will probably have the best preparation for any situation out of the 3 as well. Spider-Man being the worst in terms of actually getting a job done. None of them are realistic. I need to lock in with this game, by the way. It's so winnable. Do I like rap, and what type of rap? I do like UK rap, but I don't listen to Clavish. Well, I like 1 or 2 songs. I used to listen to DB a tiny bit, but they pander too much to women, so I stopped listening to them. And I like a King Von song here and there, but like I wouldn't say it's like my go-to or anything. All the options you gave me are just like, none of them are me. I'm more like underground UK rap, underground US rap. The distorted sounds, so like the newer sounds like Lil Uzi type, Carti, Ken Carson, Osama San, Yeet. In the UK, Jim Legacy is one I listened to a lot recently, which is contrasting that sound I just mentioned. But there's also like Femi Guerrero, Len, YT. Am I missing anybody? Nah. That's what makes Batman human, how selfless his actions are. I would go as far as to say Batman's the least human out of Superman and Spider-Man, which is ironic because Superman's not even a human. However, his actions shows that he puts humanity above all. But I would argue he's definitely the least human. His ability to ignore, like for example, let me give you an example here. You know how like Batman has a contingency for every single person in his life, no matter how much they are useful or he cares about them. That throws away any connection he has with this person. So he's ready to kill, if he needs to, he's ready to kill Superman today. He's ready. Because Superman might be a problem today. And it's nothing to do with his personal connection with him. He just needs to be rational first. And the more rational you become, the more logical you become, the less human you become. His actions show him to be human, but to actually pull that off makes you less human. Like, if you got saved by Batman, you'd respect him because you'd be like, oh yeah, that's humanity. Like, he's such a good guy. He's such a good, you know, human. But like, if you were inside his brain, he's the least human. Even against Superman, who's not human. I'll finish this fight before you know it. Double sidestep. Thank you. Like, a normal person doesn't always think that the person next to them is gonna slime them and then makes a backup plan to slime them before they slime you. A normal person doesn't do that, you know? If you just walk near Batman, yeah, and he gets a bad feeling about you, he will have a blood sample of you, your address, all your family members on a list, every place you've been in the last 5 years, where you were born, and you'll even find the future where you might die, just to make sure that you are not a threat in his life. He will do everything. That guy is not regular, bruh. But Spider-Man, Superman, they just go chill, you know, and then they'll just save the day. Yeah, but velocity, Batman does it for everybody. Anybody that is just like I saw some clip here and I was like, yeah, this guy's dragging it. There was one black lady and she's like, I know who you are under the mask. And then she looked into him and found everything about her within less than 24 hours. She's a regular human, by the way. I'm pretty sure. He's OD with it, man. Whoa. I'm cooked, man. His Sword of Hope hasn't gone off yet. So who do I sack? Future Gohan? Good job combo, bro. get back. Did I switch in time? I did. Nice. Oh, I got infinite Q right now. Let me ball out. Just had to become a gamer real quick. Alright, let's finish this. Sorry, I had to lock in real quick. My Rising Rush wins that, surely. Yeah. Of course. All in. By Annie, I'm not going over 20k to be honest, so if I didn't spend, I'd probably have like 28k. Maybe a bit more, just like 30k tops. Let's hit these LBRs. What's the best fiction 1v1 battle inspired by God versus the Devil? That's so like specific. I don't know. I don't have enough examples in my hands to give you a good one. And the best is subjective. If you said most popular, I could give you like a right out answer. Oh, this is annoying. Using double green maybe wasn't wise. So do you mean just good versus evil? You're gonna have to give me some time to think about that one. Do I get cover now from this? I hope I do. Or I already have it, actually. I'm doing no damage. Oh my god, I'm about to get cooked. That's a bad switch, bro, Chacho. Rose is so fun to use. Good versus evil, good versus evil. I'm not gonna say the best, but a good one that came to mind, like, I think it's like, based on how the series is like portrayed. I really like All Might versus All for One. I'm not gonna say it's the best though, but like that's one that comes to mind, and it's like a very clear depiction of what you're asking for.
And this is Vegito Blue. Come on.
Let's go.
You're finished.
Oh, you gotta go. You're not gonna die, but getting your endurance out the way is more than enough. I'm fighting the uphill battle of death. And he keeps debuffing me, which is making it even harder to get anywhere. I've never seen someone overhype Green Arrow like this ever.
You're finished. Come on. With me, can you? You're finished! Come on!
Could have cover changed things. How would I feel if Super Saiyan 4 Goku appears in DBS Beerus? It would be like a whole story rewrite, and then it also discredits the manga, so it would throw me off even more. It would actually, that would low-key irritate me. Because, we'd be one, correcting the anime, but then overwriting the manga, which is even worse. So that means they're gonna change the writing for every arc after that, which they should. Because why didn't Super Saiyan 4 appear in the Goku Black arc? And if Goku used Super Saiyan 4 there, why didn't Zamasu use Super Saiyan 4? You know, if he knows that Goku has Super Saiyan 4, for example. There's a lot of questions that would lead from that. It shouldn't appear in DBS Beerus for those reasons. If Super Saiyan 4 from Daima shows up again, it will just show up in a Daima movie for fan service. But it shouldn't get mentioned again or used again. If it does, it will be like the manga, like post where we are right now. Hold that. Okay, this guy doesn't sidestep. What am I watching at the moment? That's irritating. I'm watching Sopranos, My Hero Academia, Invincible. I'm barely watching My Hero, to be honest. I need to continue, but it's because it's Japanese sub, so I need to sit there and give it my full attention, which I just don't have the time to do. There's things I need to watch, but I'm not watching them. Like Fire Force, so I'm not watching it, but like I need to watch it. I'm at the most recent episode in Invincible. That's where I am. Sweaty future team. Ultra MUI Goku releasing its anniversary. It depends on the part 1. If the part 1 is VVG4, both or one of them, then Ultra MUI might drop. If it's not that, then I think they might do Gogeta versus Broly. The Japanese reveal doesn't make, like, it being better doesn't change what we're gonna get in game. So yeah, I guess it's cool if it's like quality. This guy's a good player too. That's annoying. He pressed the strike off to avoid the paralyze. Well, my taps are on point right now. You forgot. Oh, he's lagging out after that play. No way. The best well-written villain in fiction. I'll come back to that. That's an amazing question. I'll come back to that, trust me. Zach, will there be an Ultra for Battle Hour? No guarantee, because Battle Hour is next week. They might just show Bardock in front of everybody, or they might show us something else we're gonna get in the near future. So yeah, I can't give you an answer honestly. Straight up Adobe. Best villain, written villain. What? Oh, never mind. Ben Safi, what's good, bro? I don't know enough about Darth Vader, unfortunately. I know he's tough though, but I don't know enough about him. Egghead, but like I see all the spoilers for stuff that happens in One Piece, I just don't care. Crazy to say you never watched Star Wars? Nah. It's a very nerd interest, even though it's super popular. It's like on the comic side of nerd interest, you know. Like, to be deep into it, yeah, is like knowing, in my opinion, even though it's popular, unless we're talking about the movies, No, I'm not explaining what I want to explain properly. Star Wars is a nerd interest, but that doesn't make it bad, first of all. But that's a big reason why a lot of people haven't got into it, myself included. It's not like you're opposed to watching it, it's just that, you know, it hasn't appealed to you straight up. But everyone knows like it has cool characters. Shout out Luke Skywalker.
And this is Vegito Blue.
This should be enough. Obviously Joker. A subject of discussion when it comes to villains that was brought up to me is, like, I had a debate on someone on Twitter, and usually if I have a debate with somebody on Twitter, it's just a matter of them spilling nonsense, you know, and you just want the conversation to be over. But this guy raised a very good point to me. A lot of people, when they consider evil villains, or like villains in general, not even evil, they first off just consider their complexity. But does complexity necessarily mean they're a better villain? And when you start actually thinking of that and getting yourself out of the mindset of layers and depth and themes, you would then see that just because they have more doesn't mean they are better. So I'll give you an example of what someone proposed to me. My favorite Dragon Ball villain is Perfect Cell, because there's a lot of layering to create him. His idea of wanting to be perfect involves absorbing these people with these traits, and it gets to the point where he becomes the one thing that he absorbed, which is like the Saiyan DNA. He started operating like a Saiyan, and that led to his downfall, which is why I really like him. But it's not just Cell that he embodies. He has a lot of like talent from like Frieza, for example, right? Chat disconnected. Oh, what the? I'm not winning this game. And I can explain all of that, right? But at the end of the day, in the face of like someone like Kid Buu, he's not more evil than them. So what the person proposed to me on Twitter, they said is Frieza, as Kid Buu is a better villain simply because he's pure evil, and his concept of being pure evil makes him a better villain. And how that evil is written could be argued as better because he's absolutely ruthless, and it's depicted very well in the anime. That alone, it doesn't matter what I offered on the table to argue for Cell, could be arguable as better written than Cell. And I actually understand it. I didn't initially think like that when I was younger. And I was like for the one of the very few times in my life, my eyes were opened because I actually listened to what the person had to say. And they raised a very good point. Because if you're a villain, you're meant to oppose quote-unquote heroes. So that means the more evil you are, the more likely you are to oppose the heroes. No? Well, not even know it. It's just the case. And when you start thinking about it like that, the conversation becomes simpler. So like, if I put someone like Kid Buu over Griffith, or like Johann Liebert, somebody who isn't a Dragon Ball fan is gonna look at me ridiculous because they're used to more complex things, right? But if they're just straight up evil, they embody the idea of being a villain in someone's eyes, not necessarily my eyes, better than somebody else who has all these layers and things like that. So like Sukuna is a good example. I agree with the Sukuna take. He's a very good example. Yeah, you don't need tragedy for a great villain. You don't need parallels either. But I find a lot of people do think like that, you know? And I was even one of those people, but my eyes were opened like a couple years back. Anyways, I don't have an answer for best villain. I don't even feel like Sukuna's evil. His way of life just happens to be evil. You know. Kishimoto said, for example, would you say Sasuke Uchiha is good or bad? And Kishimoto answered, he's neither. He's not good or bad. Now, obviously, people that think very one-dimensionally, they're going to be like, what? Sasuke is obviously not a good guy. You know, they're going to look at him straight away and just be like, yeah, he's a bad guy. But they don't look to understand what's being said. They just take it at surface level. What Kishimoto said, no, he's not confused. He's not confused. What Kishimoto meant when he said Sasuke is neither good or evil, he was saying that Sasuke isn't bound by social norms. So the concept of good or evil isn't something Sasuke even considers. He just is. He's out there looking to take out his brother because of what he done to him. He doesn't consider the idea of good or evil in his actions. He just does. So through someone else's lens, you can call him good or evil, but he doesn't believe he's good or evil. He just is. Does that make sense? So Sukuna grew up in an era where it's kill or be killed. So his way of life is to just assert dominance so that he can be the strongest. So for himself, if somebody challenges that strength, it goes against his way of life. Obviously, depending on, well, we're humans, so we'd look at him and be like, oh yeah, he's evil. But when you start changing the way you think first, and then approaching the subject, things change. Where's the GT boys, man? The average person can't think beyond that. Like, they can't think beyond what they already know. You know those memes that are like, you know the government lied about XYZ thing, and then the person next to you will be like, bro, they obviously didn't lie. Like, why would they lie to us? And you know that person's cooked. It's like that. It's like that. But it's not about the subject itself, it's just being able to think like that. I do have to finish Bleach.
This is my ultimate form. Super Saiyan 4. I'll do yo. Both of you, be gone.
I'm not here to have a conversation about who's the most evil. Especially not real life figures. This is not a political place. I'm just here to have fun.
Just cool your jets.
And like talk about stuff. That's fine. Goku Black is evil. Through humanity's lens, or a normal sense of what's good and bad, yeah, he's 100% evil. But in philosophy, they would dissect what Goku Black actually wants to do, and in some, it could be argued in philosophy that Goku Black Soul Zamasu is actually doing more good than harm because of how much humanity does bad to every planet or ecosystem, geosystem that they are involved in. So if you think beyond the surface level, he can be argued as good, even though he's ruining people's lives. I'll do it. I think Dragon Ball Legends has been dry for Chrono Crystals. Not really.
Your time is up.
Depends on the type of philosophy. Yeah, I didn't specify.
It's my turn.
Very losable game right here. Because I'm using the flipping type 4s.
I'll do it. Just cool your jets.
Whoa, 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 whoa. That was a god tier glide. Velocity, go ahead, bro. I just realized you picked my rush, I think. I don't care anymore. I was feeling bad about it, the fact that he was coming back. But I'm pretty sure he picked my rush.
You're fighting. You'll prepare yourself. I'll handle this.
I should have cancelled it. I should have cancelled it with we eat those. Oh my god! Oh my god! I was getting good taps all day. Well, Gohan's gonna kill me anyway, so it's fine. Oh, he's got a second ult. Greedy. Infamous 1 and 2. Let me just look up what Infamous is. I know what it is, but like I just want to make sure. Isn't there a game called Infamous Second Son?
Way too soon.
Yeah, I've seen the playthrough for Infamous Second Son. That game is hard. I haven't played 1 or 2, but Second Son, that game is hard. I think I watched PewDiePie play it years ago. I don't do viewer battles, bro. What are the chances of releasing game originals this year? I couldn't put a number to it, unfortunately. So pretty low. All just random. You know, there's no pattern, there's no logistics, nothing to base it off of. It's just random. Wasn't that you who said if you get a girl then I'll watch Bleach? As in me? Like if I get a girl, if you get a girl, Dragon. Doesn't this guy have a plat? Bomku. Or like am I just like dreaming that happened? I feel like he doesn't actually. He got a Zen coming. I've already watched Bleach Soul Society. I kind of forced myself to, and then I stopped. I just need to finish it, then I've watched all the big three basically, and I can give my opinion. Docs, I already told you why I'm not gonna skip it, bro. I'd even answer your question, but yeah, I would play Infamous and Prototype. I'm on the bound arc. I'm not taking team requests. I'm just trying to play. I'm not gonna lie. I'm low-key tired. Have I gotten enough sleep? No, I haven't. You're good dogs, don't worry. The bound arc filler isn't that bad. I just stopped watching anime in general. I've even slowed down on reading the manga I was reading. Like, I think I've missed 2 Boruto chapters. That means I didn't read it for 2 months, by the way. Because it's monthly. I've also missed like 5 Kagurabachi chapters, and Kagurabachi is so good right now. Or 5 is a stretch, but yeah. Sometimes you just hit like flow state with reading, you know, mangas or watching. Bro, I just tap into the leaks and then I occasionally will read the full chapters if it's like heavy stuff. But like, I like Blue Lock because me and my boys talk about it in detail as well, because we play football in it. So like we embody like, so my main friend group, me and my 2 boys, I'm more like Barrow's archetype. One of them is Nagi and one of them is Isagi, right? It just so happens that our personality aligns with those 3 characters. It just happens to be. So we need to see whose stocks are going up and who's down, you know. That's why I keep up. And it also just happens that anytime one character's doing good in the manga, one of our lives also go good accordingly. It's weird. Like at every single point, like Barrow's doing good, my life gets better. And at every single point, vice versa. It's weird. It's weird. Like you wouldn't, it wouldn't make sense. Like you probably think I'm capping, but like obviously we've lived our lives, so we know. But it's not like a big deal outside of us 3 lives. This guy plays funny. He stands still a lot. Holy damage. Are we all Barrow fans? I'm like, Barrow's my number 1. The friend that's a Nagi personality type, he respects Barrow a lot. But we're all Barrow fans technically. Just some of us. One of me more than the other 2. That was a clutch right there. Barrow's the hardest character in Blue Lock, bro. Do you know the year that Blue Lock got the best-selling manga is because of Barrow. The match that was going on when Blue Lock got best-selling manga of the year is because Barrow was the opposing force. He's the GOAT, bro. He brings the hype to the manga. Yeah, Arison. I just wasn't gonna talk about it in detail. is Black Clover a good watch. It becomes alright around episode 40. It becomes peak fiction around episode 80. Then it slows down and becomes some of the worst slop you've ever seen. Then it gets really good again. Where the manga is, the anime hasn't come out yet. It's on hiatus, if I'm not mistaken. So basically, you're watching a bunch of crap to see good moments. Basically, that's a very unbiased review of Black Clover. As someone that was watching it weekly since it came out. I'm not up to date though. I'm like 50 episodes behind. So yeah. That's so sad. Imagine being 1v2 and my oob kicks in. I need to watch Free Ren. That's what I need to watch, man. And
Not ready to die again just yet. This is it. Thanks to everyone's help, I pulled it off.
wait, there's some series, yeah. There's some series. The millisecond they come out, I have to watch it. I have to drop everything to watch it. And ReZero is one of them. Here's a list of series in my heart and brain where sometimes I'm not really on anime. But even if I'm not on anime, I will watch them instantly. It does, like, weekly, I'm there. Number 1, Baki. Every time Baki comes back, I just need to see the BS they're doing in that series. I need to see, bro. I need to see Yujiro doing dumb stuff. I need to see Baki doing dumb stuff. It's not that I take these shows seriously. It's just that they're fully entertaining. If Baki drops 12 episodes at once, I'll be done the same day. I need to see. Baki, JoJo's Bizarre Adventure, I need to see how ridiculous it's gonna get. Real bizarre, straight away. ReZero, I have to watch it instantly, no delays. Classroom of the Elite, How to Be Iron Koji, I need to see what he's doing, bro. Who is he manipulating now? But you see, Horikita. I need to watch Iron, like, I need to watch it straight. I'll drop everything to see what he's doing. It's that serious. Yes. What other series will I drop everything for immediately? If there's a new season of Tariq's Power, I will be there instantly. I'll drop everything. That's not an anime, but I'll be there straight away. No thought about it. Dragon Ball Super obviously should go without saying, but we haven't got an episode, so like in a minute. Dragon Ball in general.
determined to forge himself.
Is there any other series I'll watch frame one?
In time, he made friends, new community, his
Uh,
master's end. Then, the same thing returned. Jiren and his new brothers in arms stood against him.
nah, I think that's it.
And Jiren watched as his friends were slain one by one. Even Jiren's master lost his life. Jiren tried to regroup and keep fighting. But none of the other remaining students would join him. With no hope of rescue, the people in his land were forced to submit to this cruel conqueror. Jiren was left
His voice is so annoying.
untold grief when those he trusted walked away, betraying their principles for the easy. After that, his view of the world changed. He was trusting in it. As he saw it, there was only one great truth, that might makes right. That sheer strength determines all. Only victory is sure. Subdue others. You looking for feelings just gets me. I have become this singular, this colossal yearning for strength built on a bedrock of suffering and death.
That was nice.
You're done for. Let's go.
You're dumb for. What's the time?
It ends here. Leave it to me. Go. You looking? Here we go. No way. You really think you can win against me?
Yeah, that's about it. Shouldn't get a Diamond Season 2. Especially since Akira Toriyama unfortunately passed. I think I'm gonna play like 2 more games, then call it a day. I'm not gonna lie. Tokyo Revengers 2. Is there a new season out right now? I need to watch the final season, Draken. Fire Force is good
This is my ultimate form.
if you're not a surface level thinker, but it's got good animation for sure, and there's a lot of good characters as well. Oh hell! God damn! How's he done that? Vegito might be cooked tomorrow, actually. Okay, I said 3 games, but I might be done after this one, man. It might be for Rise.
This
One
is
tap.
interesting.
I need a one dance. Got a Hennessy in my hand.
We're settling this now.
This guy's so passive, I already knew he wasn't gonna attack me. I just stood there. Bomku, you're not doing bad. I didn't think he was gonna sidestep because he stood still for too long. I just lost my 4-2, I think. Yeah. I tried to tap the screen, but my thumb didn't reach. Out of fatigue. Let's go. I saw a tweet today, for you guys that are Uncharted fans, and it said they had Uncharted 5 in production before COVID happened, but they had to drop it. I don't know if that was real, but like I just saw a tweet about it today. I was like, oh. I didn't look into it because obviously I'm not an Uncharted fan yet. I will invest. One last chance to apologize. Oh, I lost my endurance. I bet that 4Q. 4Q solos. I think I lost my endurance here too. Yeah, GG. Never mind.
That made for some good training.
My opponent was so passive. Yeah, I know. That's why I was just pressing buttons. Like, there was so much fatigue in me. Look, I'm actually tired, man. I'm actually tired, man. Is there anything else I need to do in Legends before like I get off? I guess claim my mission plan. I've already maxed it out actually, but I guess I can claim the rest.
Keep it up, or else.
Oh, I finished the Battle Royale, so I can claim this stuff. Still collecting hoi pois? Zenkai Rush medals. What's this? Playing with Daimon was a thing. Oh well. I need to play co-op 2 more times for 40cc. That's low-key stingy, man. How much hours am I on? I'm on like for 4 or 5 hours. But I was awake the whole day, which is to my surprise. So I didn't think I would be. I'm getting the tick effects now. The tick damage is hitting me. 4 or 5 hours and I went gym. Hoorah! I'll probably get like 5,000 if I press accept. Like 5,000. 5,000 is 2 rotations on the Ultra banner. It's not bad. You low-key have food coma. What is that? I've never heard of that before. What will I support? Who will I support in the World Cup? Congo in the World Cup, so I'm gonna support Congo. But otherwise, I always go France. Would I try sneak an Ultra 4Q copy before he leaves? Oh yeah, you just reminded me. I was meant to do that. I might hit 2 rotations still, because I'm a GT guy. Why would he... Nah, man. Why would he rise and rush without me? I hope we kill. I don't know if it's just me. Have you guys been doing your co-op daily? Margin Do is insane. Like, he doesn't die. When you eat food, it makes you hella tired. It's weird, but it's a thing. I did eat before my stream, to be fair. I'm so glad I didn't load a Twitch stream today. I knew I was gonna be tired. I just calculated it. I low-key can't wait for Bardock to come out. I'm very curious to see how he's gonna perform. This is Super Saiyan 3. Use a good unit. You know, if I had one, maybe I would, you know? Maybe I would.
That's not enough to force me.
Majin Do.
Let's give it our all.
Look at the damage difference when you have Super Saiyan 3 Goku helping you, man. The boost is excessive because Do heals so much and he's tanky. My phone's really hot as well. It's not usually this hot when I play Legends, so I don't know what's up. Hey man, I got my 40cc. Needed that.
Good. Keep it up, or else.
Alright, I'm done for today, man. I'm actually knackered. Man. I will stream tomorrow, and we've got a Twitch stream tomorrow continuing Modern Warfare 3. Hopefully Bardock is actually solid. I want him to be good and usable. So yeah. That's like my expectation for him. Because imagine he's somehow bad. I'll be like, how they gone and done that then? How they fumbled a unit that was like easy? Like they made it look so easy and they still fumbled? How, bro? How did they do that? How did the devs do that? Like, anyways. What about me summoning Super Saiyan 4 Goku? Does he leaves he doesn't leave today. Does he? He leaves in 3 days. I said I might do 2 rotos. Because I know I'm going to have CC. So yeah. Anyways, let's look at the poll. It's actually 50-50. That's good. That means people are planning to save. Nice. Other than that, you guys have a good day, good night. I will see you guys tomorrow, Thursday, and Friday. I think. Yeah. Take care. Take care, man.